and that was all made through tariffs, is that we had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens.
As you may have heard, Donald Trump just called on Congress to start the process of passing a bill that would eliminate the federal income tax. So what are the chances of this happening, and how do you prepare? Well, personally, I don't believe that there's a massive chance. It's a very low chance at this point that it's going to pass. It's got to replace about $2 to $2.5 trillion of revenue the government collects from our federal income taxes. So if it does pass, it's probably going to be a phase-in over a period of a few years. How do you prepare for it? I want to talk about something called tax deferrals. So when you do tax planning, there's two ways to save taxes. One of them is permanent tax deductions, meaning you take the deduction, save the money now, things like hiring your kids and paying them. You take the deduction, never have to pay it back. A deferral is taking the deduction now, and really what you're doing is kicking the can down the road to some point in the future. So things like accelerating depreciation forward into this year, or maxing out a 401k, or there's different entity types setups you can do where you do different calendar year ends and move money between the two. So what those do is they kick the can down the road to some point in the future, and you're getting a tax deduction this year. You're gonna ultimately have to pay it at some point in the future. Now, if income tax being eliminated is on the table, let's max out all of your deferrals, and then that way you're prepared that now, instead of if you take the deduction now and then have to pay it in the future, take the deduction now, and then in the future when you would have taken it out and paid it, taxes are gone. Now you've just created this massive permanent tax deduction for yourself. So that's how I would look at tax planning this year. It's more critical than ever that you do tax planning with your accountant to make sure that you're optimized and set to take advantage of this in the off chance that it does actually get implemented. I mean, there is a lot of momentum right now. So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think it's going to get implemented? And secondly, got any questions about that tax deferral?